Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin, mainly today I think. Hope you're doing very well, hope you had a very nice weekend as always. Hope you have been able to trade Bitcoin correctly. We've got the perfect move. We was looking for the long here into the short trade. How perfect is that? What a lovely weekend. We just went to take the poor high here. We just went a little above here to take the overall top here, what we was looking for most likely, with the long from the Valera low, 6.86% reclaim here. So this is just pretty perfect. Hope you have been able to trade the market correctly. Just how to trade based off the reaction. Basically, you got two short yesterday night, you've got one here with the first swing £30, basically with a nice MC short reaction on the 3 minutes if I remember good. Then you've got another MC short reaction here from the very top on the 5 minutes if I remember good. So yeah, very nice. And this is just a waste, I'm not gonna lie. So normally the sound is working well, everything should be working well. That's pretty perfect. Nice. There you go. So we're going to update the levels, the wave, everything basically on Bitcoin here. And yes, we've got the rejection from the harmonic D point Fib was looking for. If you go and check at, so this was of course before it play out. So the long here, Valera low 6.66% here into the short basically with the swing £30 fair auction max into the green Fib here. That is the harmonic D point target there. So yeah, pretty lovely, not gonna lie. Pretty lovely. Can now get rid of all of this. It's done. The triangle here, we do not really care anymore now. You can see by the way how it was well respected also here. Maybe we can see a little bit better on this one. Breakout, flip into support, pump, flip into support, pump again, and come back below here to fake out really the drop below the support. And why are we bouncing now, by the way? Well, very simply because if you can just go here, I posted this a nice screenshot. You've got the poor high was looking for to be taken. Overall, still the best will have been to go for a new high, as I said, so we went. That's very cool. And now we just took the two poor lows. We just took the two poor lows. That's pretty lovely. So we can get rid of the triangle now from the chart here. We do not really care anymore. The thing is now, as we took the highs, okay, once more we'll have to push this fixed range a little bit above here. So let me just Control Z and add this back on the top if I manage to. There you go. Oh wow, yes, there is a big difference in that. Or wow, yes. Oh geez, look at that. Look at this. Whoa, that's not very good. That's not very good. We cannot drop much here, to be honest. Alright then. Valera is down there. Jeez, what let me pull down the right here. Point of control, and the Valera is here. Yeah, so the targets we had planned in case we have to do a bigger rejection here will change, because this is not good anymore at all. For example, before I was not liking much, the target. Well, I do not care about this level. The target for a swing £30 failed auction of that bottom. Now we took the highs once more, so the context is way different. Now if we have to take that low once more, it's fine. I will be happy to look for a long. I like this long trade. Also because of the context now, there is no the next support is really this bar of control. I mean everything shifted up here, so we can stay around this zone here and not go too low now. That's the thing. Yeah, okay, anyway, so let's update the levels first before we make any plan, because we don't have all the support at the moment. So weekly we are good. Daily level, we are at the daily level, by the way. Again, I have to go all the way down to grab a daily. daily candle is pretty crazy. Do I care about that daily? Let's keep that daily for now. Let's get rid of that. Point of control. Wow, yeah, that's insane. So let's go on Excel charts here. Weekly naked point of control. We have normally nothing because everything is already covered. Candle is fully covered already. The NPOC, we've got the one at the low here where we're bouncing from. We've got one a little bit before. Let's see where it is. We're into 987.2. Yeah, I do not really care. First candle is fully covered, so there is nothing to add. They're the same below here. No naked session, path control. Just checking on the all ticks, see if we have any difference or not. There is none. There is no TPO, nothing. Alright, so we are good. So 3 minutes. MC short reaction printed from the first top. 5 minutes, MC short reaction printed from the second top. How good is that? That's nice. Just had next to take profit right on time. For example here, range value high is a take profit 1. Next we got a bounce from the path control. Bit unlikely I'd say, but still possible. Give it another increase in price for the fib, and now we are coming back down, all the way down to take out the pool lows. So this is a very good take profit one if you took the short trade, by the way. Yeah, so now let's plan the support and the targets. I'm interested in a long trade. So I don't really care about that daily too. Nah, I'm just gonna keep it just to be aware of for today, but for reclaim and stretch and everything, but yeah. So the first support for me will be again, you can see we come below here is a point of control. Okay, we have the path control, value high path control, value low here, the latest uptrend. So normally coming below here the path control is very weak, and normally we should expect this value low here to be tapped. Am I going to expect this? Only if we break this zone of price, so to speak. Here we have the path control, the full range. So this is a massive support, and we have the anchorage VWAP from the very bottom here that will, through the time, move higher, that will line up basically with this target, okay, with the path control. So basically for now we have the path control with the anchorage VWAP, okay, there's a wall target, but if we come back down here, this is going to move up also, take some time, this will line up with a big point of control of the full range, okay. So yeah, first of all we can look for swing 30-pound failed auction. We are below the path control, but it's still fine. Okay, I will say we're hitting towards a lot lower if we start breaking this bottom here and do not hold it as swing 30-pound or a failed auction. The first long trade is in that case, so this bottom here. We can look here for a swing 30-pound or a failed auction, targeting next to new all-time high. Okay, that is the first long. If here I have no limits, if we get any good long reaction, I am not going to take any long trade, and I'm going to look towards the next target that is basically here, as I say, this path control and create view up, so we can move this a little bit lower here for the moment. Okay, so first long swing 30-pound failed auction of this bottom there. If we don't get anything, we can look for a continuation down here, down to the point of control, with the anchor rate view up here that is going to line up with this target. Again, if it doesn't line up, we have just this big target, we have the upper part and the lower part, same as this here. What we have done, we have the in the short here, we have the swing through pan up to the fib, the green fib here. We simply have this wall zone, we have the bottom part and the upper part of the target. We just have to trade this first. If there is nothing good, we can look for the next one in that case. Here we've got good data in any case on both, so we've got 2 shorts, that's pretty nice. Here we can do exactly the same. This is a wall target, we have the upper part of the target and we have the bottom part of the target with the anchor rate view up basically from the bottom here. Okay, this is the next long, and if we do not hold this, we can look basically for the value low. As simple as that. So yeah, I would say first long is around 100 at 1,500. Okay. Yeah, 100,500. If we break this, we can look for the big point of control around 96,000, 97,000. Upper part of the second big target. Bottom part of the second big target is around, for now, again, the anchor view might move a little higher, around 94,200, 94,000. If we break this, we're going to expect 88,000 basically, 88,500. Okay, so these are the 3 main big longs. Maybe we can update this on this thing here. I'm just gonna get rid, update this. Let's probably get rid of this one too. So the longs, let me do this again. Here on this chart too. And there you go. This will be updated. Haha. If we have, so if here I'm not really sure we're in this anymore, but just in case to be aware of. If we have to pull back here 50%, first of all, the 50% is a little bit higher now. There we go. Just gonna increase that, and this is a okay, perfect. So if we have to retrace and follow the shark harmonic here, we are going to pull back normally around the 50%. So basically around the value lows. Ah, that brings us with these fools on here. Alright, anyways, let's just do this. Let's get rid of that. And make it clear and easy. First target, okay, is the swing value pan here, failed auction. Long. Again, can we bounce from before? Yes, absolutely, because we're already below the path control. So if we have to get a reclaim directly now, we can get a reclaim, flip into support, boom, come straight back up without taking the lows. It's possible, absolutely. Okay, that's just in case we have to go lower. We are ready for this. In any case, took the short. That's a take per one for sure. We took the 2 per lows, so this is, yeah, perfect. If we get stopped out, we did. We have a winning trade in any case. So this is the first long. Next target is, as I said, this point of control down to the. I'm gonna place a new trade. Point of control down to the anchor rate view up. Okay. Point of control. Let's move this a little bit higher. Down to the anchor rate view up. And if we do not hold, this, we can look for the 50% here value low. We have the 6,186% below here, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, this will be more this wall zone here for me. Okay, so this, and this. Boom, there you go, perfect. Rubber longs. 3 longs. Just set an alert, and when it rings, check at the reaction unit time. As simple as that. So yeah, pretty cool. And so yeah, based on these longs, it will depends of, well, it depends. We'll take different wave count basically. Before to go on a wave count, because I just want to plan every trade. So we've got the short on the lower time frame here at the highs. Let's get rid of these. We have everything on the order chart. Let's get rid of that one too. There we go. Nice. The short trade here. So if you missed the short because you were sleeping, a person you woke up to take the trade, went back to sleep. Well, I just saw the 5 minutes empty short action. I was like, all right, let's take it. We'll see where we are tomorrow. Okay, let me just... Yeah, so for me there will be these value highs, the target. Don't have any levels here in confidence with that thing. That is what here? The wall range value high. Well, I would say we have two targets for the shorts if we have to get a retest and continue lower. I'm not going to trade it because I'm not liking much the targets and I'm already short from higher. Well, if you come back here, I'm in the short from there if I'm correct. So I might maybe compound or enter again a new short, it depends. But yeah, this first one here, I'm short from high, so I do not really care. So we have these two possible short trades. Again, I don't have any limits. It's to trade based off the reaction on the order flow. So first short, second short trade here. Here will swing through on the top here, that'll be the best. There you go. Yeah, these are the two possible short trade on a lower time from here. Again, set some alerts when it rings, come to the order flow here, and just see what is the reaction. As simple as that. And based on the reaction, that's a short or not. That's it. So these are the two shorts on a lower time frame. Let's add this into a folder here. Lower time frame, because I don't want to keep this on my chart for when I zoom out. This and yips and this. Alright, this is done. Good. So these are the lower time frame shorts in case you missed the short trade from the local all-time high. Yeah, no one can get rid of this. Now, if we push higher, okay, because we have planned the longs, in case we drop, we have planned the shorts, in case we have to do a retest today. But what if we just bounce from here, we just manage to reclaim the point of controls and manage to bounce and just go for a new local high? Well, we can again simply trade this top here. We have still the harmonic, blue green fib here. Okay, that is the last harmonic target, so we can still look for a swing through pan or a failed auction. Okay, just right there. Can look for a swing through pan or a failed auction of this high. If we do not manage to reject this high, the most probable is to go for a new all-time high this time. Again, don't forget we have a weekly negative path control just before the all-time high. So what can happen here, as I said in the last update, is we break here, we get nothing good for a short. We go for a new all-time high, and right into the weekly negative path control, we get a lot, like really millions of longs coming in here, and the price is not moving up. So what can happen here? Squeeze the longs. And once you wreck the longs, you come back up finally for a new all-time high. So there is no big confidence with this weekly negative path control, but based on the reaction, it can give something. Again, we're not there. We cannot know if we're going to get a reaction or not. It depends on when we hit it, limited time. But just something to be aware of in case we have to get, for example, a lot of longs, a lot of people being bullish, but the price is unable to push up. It means that all the longs are getting absorbed, and we might get a quick move down to liquidate all this before to get another increase in price. Just something to be aware of. There is nothing sure. We'll have to see limited time again. But this is a level, it's there, so we have to be aware of it, right? So yeah, that's the plan. And if we go for a new all-time high, we'll have the targets with a wave here. So we'll have a first big target between, so again, it's a big zone here because it's the MC extension, but we'll have a first target at 117,000 here. And normally, yeah, no, I didn't do upper one. Up to 131,000 here. Okay, with a 124,000 in between. So step by step again, but again, basically based on the smaller wave, we're going to be able to determine more likely where we're going to stop. But yeah, this is a big zone next we have to break. If we break it, we can look for the next target here. That is 153,300, by the way. So yeah, pretty far away, but not too far away, to be honest with you. Let me just change that in case we have to respect this. So now we have the longs, we have the shorts, we have everything, so this is perfect. Different counts, we took the highs. I'm not looking for a wave 5 or anything here, to be honest with you. For me this looks like a correction. Okay, so as I said in the last update, be careful with these. This can be a double EXY down, and so I would not be surprised to look for a new high. Here there'll be more an ABC zigzag. Okay, 5 waves. Here we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ABC zigzag. If you have a double EXY ABC zigzag like this and you're moving up, it doesn't make sense with the 5 waves before to get a 5 wave, like to get a triple wave up next. So that is a longer correction like this. So basically what we are doing right now is just we just continue the range, basically. As simple as that. So now we can get rid of this. We are just back in the range, and we just have to trade basically right now this range until it breaks again. As simple as that. So yeah, it doesn't really change anything in the plan here. Can we be still in this configuration? Yes. Okay, as I said in the last update, most probable here will be to take the highs, but if we take the highs, it can be still for an ABC flat like this, to then make a bigger double EXY if we have to come down to the 50%, for example. Okay, as it can be, for example, if you have to be in the second super bullish configuration, that is not a full 5 waves up here for a bigger 1-2. It is simply a mega bullish configuration, 1-2, another wave 1-2, and another wave 1-2 here, and then you have the wave 3 coming in. So wave 3, 4, 5. These 5 waves are going to complete this wave 3, 4, 5, and then you have them the 3, 4, 5. So if we have to be in this, as I said, we can take the highs. Okay, so 1, make a longer correction here into the wave 2. Bam, bam, bam. Stay in. Okay, go into the range here, do not take the lows. Keep doing some high lows like this. Low, high low, high low, high low, low, high low, high low, and move up. Low, high low, high low, and move up. Possible, and next you can get the wave 3 like this. Yeah, so we just have to trade the range until it breaks. If we break below here, we come back below here, we break below. We can look for this bigger triple wave 1618, so swing through pan fail auction basically. 98, 900, what is this? 98. Yeah, no, that'll be for a swing through pan fail auction. Yeah, so we can trade this ABC flat, most likely, because it looks like we're 5 ways down right now. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the plan right now. Okay, if we break below here and we bounce, we can look for the wave to bottom for the bigger 305 next, and we can look for this mega bullish configuration. Now if we drop below here, this bottom there, so to speak, we do not hold here, we are going to come down to the big point of control. To be fair, it starts to become a little bit unlikely to still be in that wave too. I'll be more aware of this configuration here. Again, we do not need to go to the fib time, but yeah, I'll be more aware of such configuration. Okay, into the path control, the 50% basically. There are there are a lot of different configurations right now. That's a bit of a problem because we just got the move. We don't have really a lot of data. As you can see, we don't have any levels to add or anything here because it's really fresh. Everything happened overnight. So yeah, the best will be to create a little bit more data, see what we have, and make maybe a bit of a better plan later if we can. To be fair, right now for me the plan is very good. It's very clear. We have the longs, we have the shorts, we have the lower time frame shorts, lower time frame longs. For me it's good, but I know for some people it can be a little bit like, yeah, I mean, you're giving different configuration here. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, again, if you cannot really follow along here, I really highly recommend you to go and watch at the Elliott wave course, for example, to really understand the different possibilities. And yeah, for the time we might confirm more configurations. To make it easy, just now trade the range until it breaks. If we break up, we can look for a swing through upon the fair illusion of the high. If not, we can negate power control for a possible tricky, approach of the all-time high. And then if you get no reaction there, your all-time high basically. Okay, so if we break the high here, get no swing through upon a fair illusion, the most probable is to go for a new all-time high basically. Yep. Below overall bottom of the range. Again, it depends on the reaction. If we get nothing, we can look for the big point of control and the longs we have planned here below, basically. And for the wave, if we hold this bottom, we can still be in the super bullish configuration. Okay, with the wave to here, yep. If we do not hold this bottom here, we start approaching the big second long turret we have planned. From it starts to become a little bit unlikely to be in this, and we might be in this configuration most likely. Again, we do not need to wait for the fifth time, we can do this much quicker. It's possible, as much faster as possible. Yeah, this will be the configuration I will take if we do not manage to hold this bottom there. Okay. So yeah, that is a plan on Bitcoin. Let's see what data it creates otherwise, and see if we can get something even better to make some nice predictions to say what is the most probable here to happen, because now the move just happened overnight, so we don't have much data yet, basically. Let's maybe look at the volume here. Well. To be fair, we've got a nice healthy move down, not absorbed, so yeah. The rise is kinda yeah, that's a pretty strong one too, but overall the move down here was felt by shorts, so this is classed as bearish. No, we took the low here. And by the way, the big bullish CVD did played out, you can see in the end, it's pretty lovely. Not directly was here on Friday. Yeah, went a little bit below here, swayed a few lows, went into the long target and got the bounce. But yeah, so overall this is pretty strong down. Now if we get if we just get this kind of move up to it, can be, well, it is bullish too. It depends on the targets we reclaim here. A lower time frame we have. Jeez, didn't see that. Oh, are the data correct or? Previous week EQ will be the target, basically, with a view up. Previous week EQ with a view up. Let me see here. Key. Well, we also have a very early short, not gonna lie, we also have a very early short trade here. We have this one there. That's a lot of trade we can get here. Well, yeah, to be fair, this one is the best one. This one is the best one. We have the two shorts above here too. but these are not the same. The confluence is not that crazy, to be honest with you. Here we really have some really nice confluence for a short trade. Sorry, I might take this one because I'm not sure on every account. Well, let's do this like that. Depending on the reaction. I do like this short trade a lot. We have some nice confluence, big range point of control, latest uptrend point of control. I mean, like I'm saying, the latest uptrend really is the uptrend from the very bottom. We've made around, what was the price here again? 75,000 here. We have this big point of control, the range point of control, the anchor rate view up from the all-time high. We have a lot of shorts to stop, the anchor rate view up, the 2 days view up. That is just right behind it. So yeah, that's a really strong target, not gonna lie. And I would say if we start reclaiming this, that's a target, but the best way to come up here, that'll be the probability. This is a really good one. If we break this, the most probable is to go up here, and this is a little bit less probable to reject here, but there is still resistance there. So we really have, so to speak, here, it means that if this is less probable to stop here than here, well, here, rejection. If not, most probable is to go there. Now we still have this resistance, small one, so what we can do here is wait for a bit more confirmations, not be that aggressive. If we have a short reaction, we can wait a little bit for a bit of a continuation. Not, for example, like this or this, where we can be more aggressive, because there are some stronger targets, we have more confidence there, okay? That'll be the plan here. I do like this one a lot. I'm gonna add another one here too, but yeah, no, I prefer to stay down here, to be honest. Not go too high, so a lot will miss out again. Anyways, we are live for 34 minutes. I don't know if there are any requests. Let me see. Live chat. ICP. Let's go and check out this one, and that will be the only one today, because ICP Alts all, because we're already live for 34 minutes. Is there? Means the microphone is a little bit too close. Yep, well, we've got the 5 ways up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like this for all the outs, basically. So, again, if Bitcoin is bearish, that was an ABC zigzag, and we're good for a new low. It depends if, again, is BTC pairs holding or not the supports, basically. Okay, so we have the first support here. If BTC is not holding, we're going to drop, everything is going to follow. We are not going to bounce and get some crazy bounce on 90% of the outs. We're going to see a drop into the point of control, and then we'll see. Are we holding for a new high next or not? In that case, we're going to go for a new low. In that case, the others are going to follow, and we're good for a new low again. It depends of this and of Bitcoin, basically. So we can get still a super bullish configuration. That will be this kind of still impulsive here to the upside, but we'll get here another wave 1 too. Okay, so another wave 1, another wave 2. But for this to happen, I would like to see some strength on ETH BTC, and would like to see, of course, Bitcoin not bearish, because if Bitcoin is bearish, everything is going to crash and to follow. So there is no buy or long on these, because this will be the super bearish configuration. Otherwise, if we drop, because Bitcoin, for example, is dropping here, we get another move down, we do not hold. For example, here is channel bottom, we just go into the next targets. We have plan below, there is no long, there is no long. If we start getting acceptance below this last target, again, we can do a big fake out here. So go below, flip into resistance, fake the drop, come back up, flip into support, and bounce. And this will trap a lot of people at the lows. Okay, but yeah, if we start breaking this, I would say this is very unlikely that we're going to do this. It's more probable to go for a new low. So yeah, unless Bitcoin is holding this, we can look for some bullish wave most likely. Again, it depends. For example, Bitcoin can crash to the second long target, and the alts can also do something much bigger to the downside. Bitcoin can just go into the first or second support, second long, and the alts can get a very big red candle. And then, for example, when Bitcoin get the wave through here, so we print the wave 2, we get a small sideways up here. The alts are, for example, doing a new low again, make a swing through depending on the latest bottom, and we again get some nice sideways here to the upside to make a bigger impulse. Possible, depends how far it goes, how deep it goes, but yeah. These are different configurations, ABC zigzag or 1 2 1 2, and there is another one, and it's like that on every ads. 1 2 3, that's a 4, and we can look for a 5. That will be a leading, okay, for a bigger wave 1 2 and 3 4 5 next. You're gonna add this one with some green wave to see all the different configurations, and we have all these configurations on 90% of the ads at the moment. So the best is to plan the levels, and what we did in the last update, if I'm correct. No, we did not. Alright, so let's do this. Monthly. Let's go there. Let me just see what was the last TAs on that thing, because I didn't touch this chart for a while. Nice. We can get rid of the NPOC, who cares? This. And this, that's a little bit far away. Oh. Let's get rid of these. This one here. Bam. And this is, we can get rid of that. Of this. And this is much better now. So let's see now where are the levels took. So next update, as this one is a little bit longer, next update will be not too long. I'll keep it 20 minutes so that we might not get any TAs on the ads. Again, if you have any requests, you can also go into the Discord server, go into the ads request channel here, make your request, and I will do the TA when I get some time for it. Maybe not in the 5 minutes, but I will do it. Unless, of course, the coin is not good, and for example, I'm going to, for me the coin is not good, I'm simply going to say not enough data, or yeah, well, I don't like it. This one didn't got enough data, but if I don't like the coin, for example, there is nothing interesting on it, there is no need to do some TAs, right? So I'm just going to say, otherwise I'm doing the TAs anyways. Boom boom boom, there is one here, and that's it. By the way, it's done. Okay, good. So resistance, we're not going to plan this yet, it's more here to plan the supports. So boom 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 boom, let's see here. That's not very good. So we have this first support that is still valid. Okay, if Bitcoin, for example, is bouncing now and do not get any rejection of any short trade here, we can look for a reversal, flip into support, and bounce. So again, we need Bitcoin bullish for this. So if Bitcoin is dropping, this is not going to happen. And we need the reclaim and the flip into support. So this is a first possible long trade. Okay, if Bitcoin managed to be bullish. Below here, to be honest with you, not enjoying much the longs. That will be the first idea. Yeah, next long, the next support is here, but again, I'm not that confident in that one, so we really have to get Bitcoin bullish and we really have to get, really, well, we'll not be that aggressive with that one, because this one don't have a real big confluence. So this is the next target for a long. Again, if we hit this on ICP, Bitcoin is still not bullish. There is no bounce on Bitcoin. This is not going to bounce, and so we can look for a drop down to this zone of price. So that will be this down to a swing through pan fail auction. And if we have to go below here to the swing through pan, I will enter only if we manage to reclaim and hold this value low here as support. As simple as that. Okay, that is a plan right now. Let me pull this like that. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm going to keep it like this for the value area high. So yeah, that will be the plan on this one. And if again we go in here, Bitcoin is not bullish, no long. If we come down here in that case, because Bitcoin was not bullish before, we go in here, the second support, Bitcoin is still not bullish. What it means, new low. And so, oops, if we make a new low, just gonna get rid of all these things here. Oops. If we go for a new low, we can simply look for a swing through a pan fail auction. If Bitcoin is still not bullish, we look for the next levels. As simple as that. Okay, but yeah, that will be the plan for this. So many waves possible, many configurations, but all of these are 100% valid. It depends now of what we confirm on the ETH BTC pair, on Bitcoin. That will give the answer, right? So yeah, that's it for today. So thank you all for watching. Hope you have been able to trade Bitcoin. Go to master the chart here with these nice 2 trades, longs and the short here. This is just absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. But again, it's just market context. All the data here. Well, here we don't have a lot of data for what is going to happen next, but when you have some more data, it's just probabilities, right? So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoy, as always, don't forget to smash a like, subscribe to the channel. If you made profit with the plans, do not forget to smash a like. Thank you so much if you take the time to do it. Subscribe also if you want to, if you like the content. And I catch you all on Wednesday for the next daily update, 10 AM UTC+2, as always. Otherwise, today, tomorrow, in Discord. Take care. See you later. Cheers.